Hello and welcome to Covey Fabrics DIY channel. My name is Amy and I'm visiting you today from Artisan Upholstery Studio right here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be working on two Papasan chairs. The first is going to be done in an indoor Krypton fabric, which is great for repelling stains. The other is going to be done in an outdoor fabric, which gives us the opportunity to use that Papasan chair on a covered deck or on just a nice sunny day where we're not expecting a lot of rain. So these are the fabrics that we're using today. This is a beautiful cut velvet, blue dots on a gray background. It's just really lovely and soft. It's a Krypton fabric, and so is this one. It's going to be the back fabric. It's a beautiful soft chenille, and they're both going to be really resistant to stains. Now this one is an outdoor fabric, meaning it's water repellent. It's also fade resistant and mildew resistant. Great to use on all your outdoor projects. So the first thing that we're going to do, obviously, is measure your cushions, and a Papasan chair is typically about 54. So we're going to cut at 55, meaning we're going to find our center point, which is 27.5, and you're going to mark that with a pin. So the center, 27.5 inches. So with a piece of chalk, you're going to measure out the 27.5, and you want to do this multiple times all the way around to get a nice circle. Now the reason that we're cutting at 55, even though the cushion measures 54, is to give us our 1/2 inch seam allowance when we're sewing it. Now after we've cut this first one, we can use it as our pattern for all the pieces. We're going to use it for 4 pieces total. So this one's going to be the same front and back, and the next one is going to be 2 different fabrics, front and back, but the pattern will still be the same size. So we're going to just use this for all 4 pieces. So for the first cushion, we're going to be using a zipper. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can close up these cushions. The first one, the outdoor cushion, we're going to use a zipper to close it. And then the other cushion, the indoor cushion, we're going to hand stitch that closed. So I'm going to show you how to do that last. So the zipper just gets sewn on one side first. You're going to fold the fabric over in half an inch, and then sew it down one side of the zipper. So the second side, you're going to match it up with the lines on the first side, and just sew it as close to the zipper as you possibly can. So we're going to staple the whole thing together, making sure that our little stripes line up, because that's going to look a lot nicer than if they go off kilter. So just put the staples in all the way around, and that'll keep it from puckering as well. So make sure that the zipper is open a little bit before you go ahead and sew that seam. Make sure you remove the staples because we don't want them to get rusty if they do get rained on. So we're going to do the same thing with the indoor cushion. We're going to line it up, we're going to staple it all the way around, and then we're going to sew it. And this time when we sew it, we're going to keep an opening so that we can fit the cushion inside. And as promised, I'm going to show you how to hand stitch this closed using a blind stitch. You want a knot on one end of the thread, and you want it to be nice and thick, that knot, so it doesn't slip out. On the other end of the thread is the needle, and you're going to push it through the underside of the fabric to the top, and then line it up on the other side. And you want to put that needle through about 1/4 of an inch, and then go back to the velvet side, 1/4 of an inch stitch, line it up on the gray side, and put another stitch in. And that's basically the procedure for the entire stitch. Back and forth, line the stitch up, and stitch 1/4 of an inch. And then at the end of that stitch, to close it off, you just push the needle back and forth through the same holes multiple times, just to hold that thread in there. Kind of knots it off under the surface. And then you can just cut it off. So here we go, our outdoor cushion and our indoor cushion. I hope you've enjoyed this video on making a cushion for your Papasan chair. See you next time.